So, welcome to this video where we're going to go over a little interview on how we met, how we became business partners, and what we're building, and then also actually give you some actual practical advice that you can go and take immediate action from. So, first, introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Sebastian. I don't need to say my last name because it's pretty hard to pronounce if you're not Norwegian.
Yeah.
And I'm 20 years old. I'm born in 2004. I live in Norway. I don't know what else there is to say. I have been on this journey for 1.5 years now, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've already had a business partner by the reference, but
yeah, why don't we just jump right into like why you decided to not go with the business partner and why we decided to kind of work together.
Yeah. So full respect and full, raw. I really liked, the business partner in the first place was my best friend, or it's a really good friend and my best friend. But the reason we started work was pretty just straight ahead. We didn't think too much. We saw a certain someone's ad. I don't know pronounce names.
Yeah, we can go into it, but first go into the partner.
Yeah. So, and the reason why I can just simply go straight to the point, the reason why I didn't continue working is he was really much, I think, more, dialing on actually getting a full-time job because his parents wasn't too easy to handle when it come to pursuing what I want to do.
Yeah.
And in the end, I thought, I also got the advice from the mentor that if I'm to, get to the next level and go further, I really need to take actionable steps. And one of the actionable steps were to either find someone else or go solo. So
did Frederick say that to you?
No, Alex.
Oh, okay. So we'll get into that.
Shout out Alex.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the reason I was fully transparent with my business partner and he understood it as well. And I also respect him for letting it happen. First of all, he could have just been, no, like, that doesn't work out. We still have to do this, He could have been, a dork.
Yeah.
He could have been a dork, but he was fully, he fully understood me. And I think that's also what you needed, friends, they understand more sort of things and just have the perspective on different stuff. So
yeah,
that's your bit.
Yeah, like I'll go a bit into my backstory and then we can kind of go back into yours. But basically, I was getting interested in entrepreneurship. I had a lot of kind of ups and downs because I went to college for fashion because I wanted to start my own clothing company. I realized you don't learn what it actually takes to build a company. You just kind of learn how to work at one. So I quit that and I was getting into entrepreneurship. And I realized at some point I needed more information. I needed someone to guide me. And that's where we both got introduced to Frederick Papoose and his company. I'm not going to like blurb him out or anything.
Yeah.
And he had a great program. Like, let's just get right into it.
We fully respect them and they're the reason why we're still here. So
exactly.
They earned it,
Yeah. And we basically, just to cut to the chase, we both joined that program.
Yep.
And it gave us all of the foundations that we needed. Yep. And just to jump ahead, that's also the reason why we were able to connect, right? It's like, just for people watching at home, you're not going to find, let's say, people that are on the same path as you just randomly from your friend group. You have to, because like, let's put it down like this. We invested a decent amount of money into the mentorship. And if someone invests a decent amount of money to follow their passions and make this goal happen, then the people that are inside that group are serious.
Yeah.
And they're not just doing it for like a hobby or a little bit of fun, right? Is that how you also got into his program, or?
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, for us, they were a bit more kind. At that time I was 18.
Yeah, no.
And we basically split the payments.
Yeah.
So we didn't pay as much as we did.
Yeah.
And we were also one of the first ones in there. So yeah, I think.
And why did you have so much faith? Because at the time, our mentor was kind of at the beginning stages, right? It wasn't too developed. We were one of the first ones in.
yeah, I think one of the main reasons why I'm more committed, or, it's one of those things where you just do something without thinking twice.
Yeah.
I think that was one of those things, because
Yeah.
me and this part at the time, we were really like, yeah, we're going to reach tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna be so.
An insane amount of money.
Yeah,
Our parents won't even know who we are anymore. And like,
yeah,
but that's all just BS.
yeah,
And you won't even learn that unless you take the first step.
yeah,
Which it's kind of sad if you think about it that way, but it's actually the reality. Like you won't see the real journey unless you take it yourself. Everyone different paths, everyone has different, viewpoints and stuff. And
And I think the important thing to note is like when Sebastian said like we would never be here, it's like the complete honest truth. If you don't take that first step to invest in a mentor that can really help you get to the point where you want to be, you're never going to figure it out. Like that's just the truth. Like sure, maybe in 10 times the amount of time you might be close to where you would be, but
yeah,
being around the right people probably, like joining that mentorship probably sped up my whole journey by like 5 years. Not even jokes, like 5 years.
just for the reference as well, it's kind of like me and Jamie talked about it yesterday. Like if you want to find the person of your life, let's say your girlfriend, wife, whatever, you won't find them just by waiting around or hanging around.
Yeah.
To actually go out there and try to look for one. It's kind of like Jay, said something about Layla Mosi herself. Said so she won like 1,000 days.
Yeah, like I was talking about yesterday where I think it was Layla Mosey. It was Layla Mosey. She took some time to find Alex because she fucking went on a lot of dates and took the time and didn't give up and eventually found the person that was her soulmate, basically. And
this also goes back to business again, to be honest. Because it's about consistency, and if you never give up, you're also never gonna fail.
Exactly. And to be honest, like at least for me, I'm lucky that I invested in a mentor that was a perfect fit from just day one. Like I knew that, okay, this person, I can trust him, learn a lot of things. Sometimes people learn from mentors and they don't fit them. They're going a different path. They have to try a few people. We managed to get someone that was walking the path that we wanted to walk, and we got all the information. It wasn't any BS, and we, eventually came together.
Yeah.
And I wanted to speak a little bit how we kind of decided to work together. Jerry.
This that came through actually Jay. We can take it to Jay. Jay didn't want to do something for free for me, so he wanted to take a percentage of our client. No, but actually, he wanted to help me with a.
That's my fault.
He didn't want to help me with a client that had 102K followers, which we do have till this day.
Yeah.
So that might be the reason why that we're having. He was helping me out because we went to a school. And do what most people were doing at the time was building schools. And I think that was just when we both figured out, like, we were talking about that we were the searching space for
Business partner,
yeah. And we just gave it a thought, I think.
Yeah.
We didn't think too much about it.
And the thing what's clicked for me is at some point I was texting him, I was like giving him advice, and then I just called you on Instagram. Remember? Yeah. I just called you. I was like, you know what? Let me just call this guy. So I called him.
Call this guy.
Okay, yeah. At the time, that was my view. I'm like, fuck it, I just call him. So I call you, and then I just speak to you, and I'm like, hey, Matt, this is what I would do, blah, blah, blah. And a bit of back and forth, I'm just like, hey, why don't we just work on this client together? And then we eventually just took everything over and worked on everyone together. And everything matched because that, like, it was actually this year. This is the year where we were
this year.
Yeah.
It was around like
April.
Or sometime, I think.
And during February, I went on Cyprus to a mastermind, and the biggest lesson I took from there was you need a business partner. You need a team. Like if you're going solo in business, you're basically screwed. Like, don't get me wrong, you can get far, you can develop your skills, but at some point you need someone to bounce ideas off. Like everything just goes quicker. So if you're watching this and you're like, okay, like how the hell do I get a business partner? Obviously, you need to become the person that is worthy of a business partner before you get one. If I would have met him at the beginning, I would have not been disciplined, whatever. But you have to become the person, and then you find the business partner. So build the foundational habits. I'm just going to go in a little rant. Like, do the main things that you need to do: fitness, health, whatever. Build your mind, educate yourself. Join a mentorship. At least this is what I've done and what we've done. Join a mentorship and then find the people that you resonate with most, and then you can collaborate.
Also, on that note, all the people saying that you don't need mentors or mentorships, bullshit. And also it comes to that as well. If you're gonna have a mentorship or mentor, just listen to that one mentor. Don't like go around on YouTube at the same time, try to this dude that's for Reverend Willie Brown, Breakout Who's, Troy Morgan, whatever, whoever it is. Don't try to listen to all of them at the same time, because they have pretty bad news, all of them. But there's one of them who, more for you than the other. So
yeah, I also made that mistake, and that's totally true. It's like, when the biggest thing you need, this is the biggest thing you need when you're starting off, is you need clarity, like 100%. If you don't have clarity, you're going to do so many different things and fail. Like, I've tried posting on LinkedIn, I've tried growing on X, I've tried growing on Instagram, and all of those just took my focus away. Now I'm focusing on like pretty much one platform, Instagram and some YouTube, and my progress is skyrocketed way more just from focusing. And it's like, that's what you need. And that's why I mentioned before, is like, we were kind of lucky that we found someone that aligned, because we fully trusted everything that the mentor said, Frederick, and therefore we just followed everything, right?
That should also be said, though, that we know online that we're good at, the same things.
Yeah.
We're good at different things, so the business alignment total. That's I think what makes a good business as well, because both me and Jay were good at the same things. We're basically gonna just don't that
exactly
going and then trying to.
And also to be noted, like, when you're working with someone, you're not going to find that out on the first day. It takes time to realize, okay, where the person can be aligned with the best, and then you go from there. So we talked a little bit about education, mentoring. Why do you think, like, this is a bit deep, but why do you think you went into entrepreneurship and let's say all of your friends didn't? Like, why were you the curious one? I'm going to go into this myself, but like, let's say, for example, all your friends, all your family, they're doing something completely different than you. Like, being an entrepreneur, just for the people watching, it's something that is completely against the grain. Something that no one does, right? It's so risky. It's so risky, yeah. So why do you think you went into it? Because you could have been like your friend and just been like, it's not working after the first year. Let me just kind of, let me do something else.
This is probably a boring answer.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of those people who just says, I don't like having a boss.
Yeah.
Because I tried having a part-time job at some different stores and working under someone. And I felt like just being bossed around, what I should do, was not the way to go for me. It's coming for an answer.
But I feel like that's 100% the truth.
That's those common.
Yeah.
But I think that is the first common step that you need to take, or first step you will understand that you're actually more of an entrepreneurial mind, and mindset that you want to develop is that you don't like working under someone else, basically, which is so common, but also so true.
Yeah, it's also like the same with me. But with me, it wasn't so conscious, I have to say. Like, I didn't think to myself, I don't want to have a boss, I'm going to start a business. For me, it was, I started so many other projects before that it was almost like natural to go into the next one,
Yeah.
Like, I used to produce music, right? So I sold beats online, made like my first fucking few $100 from selling beats. Then I started fucking, sorry for swearing. That actually, I don't know if I should bleep it out, but then I started doing my clothing brand. I did graphic design freelancing online. I built up a Instagram. People were asking me, oh, can you do graphics for me? I did it for them, charged like $50. And that was the second thing. And then I got into drop shipping because everyone goes into drop shipping. Failed. It wasn't for me. I didn't want to sell like random products made in China. So, but that was the thing. It was like, I just went always from project to project to project. So I had to go to the next one.
Yeah, that is normal though. If you kind of resonate with that, it's normal to try everything out, because without you trying everything out, you won't even find what's truly for you.
Yeah.
You go, that's kind of great though, because I just went straight into this and I'm still with it, you know?
Yeah.
I did try too much different stuff.
This is also a thing that just came to mind. A lot of people think and this is also the mistake that I made early on that I didn't make now, is I wanted something completely different from anyone else. Like when I was making clothing or doing beats, I'm like, I'm going to do something that no one has done before. I'm going to make beats that no one's made. I'm going to make clothing that's no one's made. And the problem with that is you're not actually solving a problem in the market. You're trying to create one that doesn't maybe exist, because at the end of the day, business is just solving problems.
Yeah.
So going into this, we were like, okay, there's already a problem that exists. Let's just do it and do it better than everyone else. And that's a different way to approach it. So should we talk about the company that we're building? Because I think a lot of people are interested, like, what the hell do we even do? Do you want to get into it? Or shall I get into it? Okay. So basically, we've been working on our agency, and that's kind of how we got in touch, is like we're working basically with info products, coaches, anyone that's selling information online, building up their info product so they can sell more of it. And that is, in my opinion, where the future is going to go. Everything is becoming more and more digitalized. Everything is going online. So we went into helping personal brands, helping coaches develop their products, make more sales, and do that. And we did that on an agency level. Now, we're still doing that, but we're developing Creator One, which is kind of the one place for creators to develop, to network, to learn, and to grow their business. And that's what we've been working on. So we're building material, we're building systems, and for everyone wondering, that's what we actually do. So, let's say there's a person that's selling a product online, coaching, high ticket, that's kind of what we focus on. Let's say, for example, you help people get fit in 30 days or 90 days. We'll help you market that product. We'll help you show up on social media. We'll help you run ads. We'll help you get your messaging in check so you can have more meetings with people and close them on the high ticket product. And that's what we've seen is, obviously, high ticket is the best way to grow a business when you've got a small audience, because you only need a few people that you can help to make a decent amount of income online. So that's what we've been helping all of our clients with, is helping them go through a transformation. And the best thing, in my opinion, about it is every single day, that you're actually doing good for people. You're actually changing people's lives. Like, through our company, we've probably made so much change because we're helping our clients and our clients are helping people. So the impact that we've had is great, which is, in my opinion, the most important thing, is having purpose and actually liking what you're doing every single day. Because going back to the drop shipping, if I sell, let's say, a teddy bear that lights up and make a website for it, cool, I'm selling it, I'm making money, but am I really changing lives? Not really,
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any take on it?
I think most people in our shoes is what looking at mainly the income in terms of how much forwards they're making. What they really should base it off is, are they really helping someone? Because in the end, how much you're helping someone is also going to conclude to how much you earn. So
yeah, that's also what one of the people we worked with recently said to me, because that's his focus when it comes to his company, is he just wants to help as many people and have the best product, and in return, obviously, the income will follow. And a lot of people, especially young people starting in entrepreneurship, have it completely twisted where they're just focusing on money and it's not coming, and they wonder why.
Yeah.
So in terms of like Creator One, I've got a few company values listed, and I just wanted to share with you guys to get inspiration for if you eventually want to have your company created and what your values should be. So I'm just gonna read them off. So results oriented. You know, when it comes to building whatever you want to build, you have to be results oriented. A lot of people are trying to promise some sort of result that is just like fairy dust that doesn't exist. So for example, we're going to help you get more sales. We're going to help you make more impact. Client obsessed. If you're trying to build a company, your clients are your main focus. It's not how much money you make, like Sebastian said. It's just focusing on the people that are going to grow and you know, get results for. So I'm just going to go through these. Simplistic and innovative. Lean thinking, less is more. Focus is everything. Strong team, better results. Great is not good enough. Everyone should act like owners. So whether you're a client, whether you're a business partner, whatever, everyone needs to be accountable for what they're doing and basically not push everything on someone else. Client success is our success. Information transparent. If Sebastian learns something or if I learn something, I'll share with everyone, possibly share with clients to improve their business. Brutal honesty. This is going back to like business partner and team. Like if Sebastian has something where he's like, okay, this needs to be changed, he's going to be honest with me and I'll be honest with him. And then self-improvement brotherhood is kind of like the last point. You know, like at the end of the day, we both know that the more that we improve as individuals, the more the business will grow. Yeah. And that's why we woke up at 6:30 in the morning and went for a run. It's because we realized discipline and all of those things, that's the most important thing, and everyone overlooks that.
Yeah. Also on that note, before we go further, is like if you tell yourself or if you set up for a plan that you're going to wake up at 6:30 and you just I don't know, just push it up, eat, 10 a.m., whatever. That is maybe the worst thing you do, because then you're not lying to anyone else. You're basically just lying to yourself. And that self-image just reflects on you again, that you're not who you say you are. Really got complete to what you're going to achieve in this world.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, like, what
is this?
Confidence.
Mindset.
Confidence is the number one thing you need as well. And a lot of people might not want to hear that. Like, oh, I'm a bit I've got low self-esteem. I don't know if I've got the confidence to build a business. Well, you don't need to go on a stage with 1,000 people to build confidence. You can do that by yourself. You can do that completely alone. It's just by writing something down and then actually doing it day on day on day. Like,
does that, or like Alex Morse said,
what?
You just stack a undeniable,
undeniable proof. Yeah.
Yeah, you just stack up a bunch of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are.
Yeah, exactly. And then you build a self-image.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think we kind of went over everything. Do you have any last words?
Laissez-faire. Drop a sales call. Drop a comment. Okay, now we're just joking around.
No, but for real.
But for real. Subscribe, because you will see us in the future.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. We will post really, really often. Make sure to check out our Instagram as well. I don't know if you have linked it underneath.
It'll be all linked in the description.
Yeah.
Comment what you want to see. Like if you want more in-depth stuff about how to build your business, like what structure do we have, systems, like that stuff, just comment and we'll make the video. Like seriously, we'll make whatever.
Also just stay in your life if you want like raw footage like this, because we're not going to cut it up and just put fine. We're actually going to have the part where Jay's cursing in there. So that's why let's say it's subscribe.
Okay.
Let's go underneath.
Okay, see you.
See you guys.